opinions. Am I right, ladies? There we go. That's got it. All right, cool. That felt good.
So yeah, we're just going to read some unpopular opinions and give our takes on it. And that's it. But don't take it too seriously because we don't have a really hard stance on anything that we're going to read.
All day lunch is better than all day breakfast. I disagree.
I would also disagree.
Dinner and lunch, in my opinion, are very closely connected. You can pretty much have the same exact foods available for dinner that you would for lunch. The concept of all-day breakfast is obnoxious. However, it is fantastic. It is fucking fantastic. It is my favorite meal, even though I always forget.
I never eat breakfast at breakfast time.
No, but breakfast
it's my favorite
foods,
meal. Yeah.
Just think of all the different things that you can have. Pancakes.
Waffles. French toast.
Crepes.
Oh, fuck.
When's the last time you had a crepe?
A while ago. My mom makes really good crepes. Although, like, there is a downside because the people who have to make the all-day breakfast and plus lunch, that's a lot of shit that they have to make.
I'm not even talking necessarily about fast food restaurants. I was mostly talking about making stuff at home.
So eat breakfast foods all day?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or just the concept of having... Oh, okay, fine. Well, let's look at this two ways. At home versus going out. The people working at the restaurants, that transition period from breakfast to lunch is kind of chaotic.
Yeah.
But if you're at home and you have like no time constraints or whatever, it's like, I don't know, 5 p.m. You don't want to go and make like pasta or some kind of full-on dish with sides and whatnot. Just whip up some eggs, make some pancakes or something like that. Breakfast food is so simple.
My first one is people do unironically look cool smoking.
Yes, they do.
They really do. Honestly.
I don't know what it is.
Genuinely, like, okay, we all know smoking bad. Don't do it. Please don't. But man, does it feel nice when you're doing it.
Yeah, or just seeing somebody else on like TV just do, and I'm not talking about the actors that don't know how to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
You all know the ones that are like, oh, they've clearly smoked cigarettes now or they have
smoke.
before and they know.
I just find smoke so cool.
You ever see someone smoke on stage at a show, at a, like a concert?
Literally last night I went to a drag show and one of them lit up. Like they just became infinitely more cool. Like
I feel vastly inferior. I'm like, someone give me a cigarette. I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel right.
Like wow. Like I know it's bad, and I quit a few years ago, and it took some time. But man, do I miss, especially in the morning, going out with a coffee and a cigarette. God. And I just do a joint and a cigarette. Or a joint and a cigarette. A joint and a coffee. 2 for 1.
Now I do both. I just have 2 first. Social media should be 18 plus.
I can agree with that.
I agree, but also disagree.
Yeah.
I agree to an extent. Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have thoughts off firsthand?
I would say like if there was like designated areas of the internet specifically for people under 18, but that can also very easily be exploited, and like people who are not under 18 can very easily go into that. So I don't know how it would be.
Because we were able to.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely the internet was way less protected and guarded when we were younger.
Yeah.
And we were able to get on and online and see shit that we probably definitely were like,
should not
we
have
were the
seen.
generation that grew up with fucking like man in the jar thing and
one
2
man,
girls, 1
jar.
cup.
Yeah. 1 man, 1 horse.
Now there's just more access to the internet in general. So the argument being, should restrictions be put in place, because people are always going to find, especially young kids, are always going to find a way around something, unless we start having like retinal scans put it at like checkpoints at the beginning of like every single website but I don't know
Yeah,
what
it's like
that
I don't know how.
how that interferes with internet laws and stuff like that. I don't know how that
Yeah.
interferes with.
It's just so hard to monitor.
It is incredibly hard to monitor. So this person says, I believe that all social media should require the user to verify credit/debit card, passport, birth certificate, driving license, etc., that they are over the age of 18.
Yeah.
Are there places in the world that do this? I'm not sure. I'm sure there are.
I honestly don't know. Probably.
I don't want to come across as super ignorant, but there may be some places in the world that have certain policies
Oh yeah.
akin to that. They listed their reasons for why they believe this. Extreme gore and pornography, online predators are huge problem since the dawn of the internet. That's obviously a huge reason why I believe the internet should never have been invented.
Yeah.
You have bullying. There are people that sometimes will kind of ignorantly say like, oh, if you're getting bullied, why don't you just turn off your computer or just not go on?
Bro, people being like, just close your eyes. Man. Like,
just put spoons on your eyes to block out the haters. What is that kid doing now?
I hope he's thriving.
Me too. Does anybody know what that kid's doing? I don't know. Let us know. Yeah. Misinformation and propaganda.
Oh yeah, that goes rampant online.
Oh yeah, especially on TikTok
and Twitter.
Yeah,
it's feral.
About the lies and propaganda, somebody had commented, "How do you protect adults from lies and propaganda?" It would be easy for me to sit here and make a joke and say, "Oh, just don't be stupid."
I was gonna say that, but then I was like, "No, let me not."
No, people fall into like conspiracies, for example. That's something that a lot of people fall down, especially adults and whatnot, and that's a very dangerous trip to go down. I feel like I talked about this a lot over winter break for some reason to people.
Conspiracy theories?
No, about the fact about like because like people were talking to me about, oh yeah, so and so family members, into conspiracy theories or was into conspiracy theories and stuff like that. And I know all your classic conspiracy theories and whatnot, and it's nice to suspend disbelief sometimes and be like, oh, like what if, and obviously some conspiracies have turned out to be true, but I always take things with a grain of salt. And when it comes to adults online having to go through this, I do feel bad that we now live in a time where you can see a video, any random video, about some, like, let's say a natural disaster happens or something, and what one person reports on is getting different reports from another, like, news channel or YouTube channel or TikToker or something like that. There's so much misinformation being spread about anything, not just anything political. Like somebody could say that this little girl saved her grandmother from a burning building or something like that. And then people will find some way to say, oh no, the fire was actually caused by the grandfather who had found out that his wife had been cheating on him for 35 years and set the fire ablaze. It's like people can just come up with this is the most insane shit and just spread misinformation that it's like anybody with a computer and a camera nowadays or a microphone or a phone can be a reporter or a journalist or some sort of online influencer that can, just not do research and spread misinformation. And I think it's scary because not only are children susceptible, anybody is susceptible. All right, what was your next one?
Buffalo Wild Wings is absolute garbage. I agree. I first had Buffalo Wild Wings many a year ago. I want to say like over 10 years. And it was not good. And I recently went for my birthday because I really wanted wings, but I was with my friends who don't eat meat and I wanted them to also be able to eat. So we found out that Buffalo Wild Wings has cauliflower wings. So we were like, sick, let's go there.
I'm sorry. I just need to say this really quick. I don't care who has this is my controversial opinion. Cauliflower wings, disgusting. Fucking gross. Like, I don't care what sauce you put that in. Cauliflower is already bland as it is. I'll eat cauliflower if you put it in front of me just because it's healthy, but like, I
it's just
cannot
broccoli.
sit there and pretend that what I am eating is something that is akin or even close to a wing. Stop pretending that cauliflower wings are an appropriate substitution for wings. Either you eat the meat or you don't eat the meat, and I respect you either way, but for the love of God.
They're in the shape of wings, though.
They're shaped like trees. It's just fried cauliflower smothered in sauce.
Fried chicken covered in smoss. Covered in sauce.
Fried chicken covered in smosh.
But anyway, Buffalo Wild Wings, right? So I went there, and me and one other person that were there, we really like spicy stuff. It was 4 of us. 2 of us like spicy, the other 2 did not. So me and the person who did like spicy, we both got like their regular buffalo wings, right? We're like, okay, that's fine. Buffalo, can't go wrong with buffalo. So we're there, we're chilling, waiting. We get some nachos. Nachos are pretty fueg. They're all right. Let me not lie. And whatever. So our wings get there. First of all, when you get some wings, it doesn't come with fries. You have to like add that on, right?
Really?
Yeah, for like an extra price. And I was like, okay, whatever.
They don't have any like combo things?
No.
Huh.
No,
Strange.
It's just like, add fries for this. Oh, however many. I'm like, okay. I had to order my extra side of fries. These are very first world problems. It's okay. So we're eating it, whatever, and we're all kind of silent because we're all just, eating whatever.
Yeah, that's how you know the food's good.
Or you're kind of struggling. So like at some point during the meal, my friend next to me kind of noticed. She was like, so I see you not going for the wings anymore. And I can't help but notice that I'm doing the same thing. And we were like, why were these so spicy? Like, for no fucking reason. Their regular buffalo sauce is like ridiculously spicy for no fucking reason. And I can deal with spicy. Like, I enjoy spicy. But that was just like, it was unenjoyable.
I've come to find that the few times I've gone to Buffalo Wild Wings that you have to order the sauce like a level below of what you normally would want.
It's like insane for no fucking reason. And it's like, it comes drenched in the sauce.
Oh, yeah.
And like their wings are a comical size. They are so fucking small with shit sauce.
I'm not going to lie. I've never had their bone-in wings. I've only had their boneless wings because...
So chicken nuggets?
Yes. I'm fine with that. People are going to be like, okay, he's fine with the saucy nugs, but he's not by the cauliflower wings. He has an issue with calling those wings. All right, pussy. All right.
That's me right now. What I think of you.
Yeah, it's fine.
I ended up not even finishing the wings because it was just not enjoyable, bitch. And me and my friend were like, this is kind of ridiculous. And we were like, And we had the other 2 try them. But one of my friends fucking cheated because she just dunked that bitch into ranch. And so she barely fucking got the taste of the fucking thing. I was like, you motherfucker. But my other friend, she took it and she was dying.
It's fun. It's fun to watch your friends suffer.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Here's my next one. If idiot, this is verbatim what this says. If idiot human, if idiot human gets hurt by a wild animal, the wild animal shouldn't be put down, but the idiot human instead, spelled without an A. I feel like they were on kind of a right track until they said that the human should be put down instead.
I was like, oh, okay. Maybe let's run that back.
I'm going to look at this from 2 different perspectives. I'm going to look at this from the perspective of
the dog?
People that...
and then the human.
A wild animal. In this one, it's hurt by a wild animal. I'm taking this from the idea that this person getting attacked by this animal
mountain
is
lion?
out in the wild. No, I'm not just any animal. It could be like a hippo, it could be a lion, it could be a cheetah, it could be a tiger. But a wild animal, they're out in their own natural habitat and they are like fucking with this thing, like trying to take selfies with it or something, or on some sort of Amazon safari. If you fuck with a wild animal and it fucks back with you, that is your fault. That is your fault. That is your own fault. Okay? Listen, if I went camping and I went out with my wife to a beautiful like picnic in the woods, right? And we're right by this cave. And I think, oh, this is great. It's supposed to maybe rain today, so we can have the picnic outside. And if it starts raining a little bit, we can go inside the cave, and it'll be kind of nice and romantic. I'll bring her a couple candles. I'll bring our favorite sandwiches and some of our favorite snacks, her favorite wine. It'll be great. It'll be romantic. It'll be amazing. I'm going to ask her to... I already said she's my wife. I was going to say ask her to marry me. No, I'm going to ask her to renew our vows. It is our 10th wedding anniversary coming up, and I want to renew our vows. So we set up, and it's nice. We start eating, and we're having an amazing day, and then it starts to rain a little bit, and I say, oh, hey, let's go into this cave. It's really nice set up. And I get the candles, and as I am getting ready to lay down what I want to say to her, there's this little baby cub that starts slowly coming out.
Cub of what?
From the cave.
A bear?
Deeper in the cave. Yeah, a baby cub, a baby bear cub.
Okay.
Next thing we know, before my wife can take a picture of it, mama bear comes on out and rips my wife's fucking face off.
Oh.
And fucking mauls her to death.
Unfortunate.
Whose fault was that? Not the bear's.
Yours. Because you made her go to the fucking cave, so it's your fault.
If it's a wild animal, if you are put down naturally by being out there naturally in that hypothetical cave getting ripped apart by a bear, that's your fault. Well, now when we talk about someone being in a zoo, however.
A zoo?
If that person happens to, like, I don't know, jump the fence into an exhibit or something, or like a child happens to fall into that exhibit, number one, I have to ask, if it's a kid, where was mom and dad? Number two, if it was an adult, why are you so stupid to think that you could do something like that?
Straight up just asking for that, bro.
They're wild animals regardless of where you keep them.
They're literally just little guys.
Just my onion. I don't think that if somebody were to hop into a lion enclosure or jump into like a gorilla habitat thing and just and get like brutally attacked, if you end up living, that should just be punishment enough. The animal shouldn't have to pay for your stupid stupid decisions.
No. Cockroaches are a cute looking bug and hardly the hardest pest to deal with. Wrong. Cockroaches?
There are definitely worse things than cockroaches.
Wrong.
I'm wrong?
Wrong.
Oh.
You're wrong. Cockroaches make me want to kill myself whenever I see them. They are so unreasonably fast, unnecessarily fast, and they take forever to fucking kill. My mom vacuumed a cockroach once, and like held it on for a fucking minute, right?
Mm-hmm.
She leaves it. You know, like leaves the whatever vacuum.
The vacuum, yeah.
Yeah. Couple hours later, that bitch crawls out.
Oh!
He crawled out and died next to it. Because he was like, how about you go fuck yourself? I'm going to die right here.
It's like, I made it through your stupid contraption,
you got me
bitch.
so fucked up. And even with like Raid or like any of those sprays, like you have to drown it in order for it to stop moving.
You ever see it like try and just like drag its way out of the puddle that you tried to drown it in? It's the creepiest shit.
And like when they go on their back and they can't like flip over and they're trying so hard. Oh my God, that is so fucking gross. My old apartment used to come for no reason. There was like a hole somewhere and they kept coming in. We have palmetto bugs here and those bitches fly and they're like extra large. And they know, like, I don't know what it is, but when they start flying,
you're scared.
No, yeah, they do. And when they start flying, they make a beeline for your face. They go right at you.
Why is that? Why do they go for the face?
Fucking gross. They're motherfuckers. They know what they are and they know what they want to do. Those disease-ridden little motherfuckers are disgusting.
I'm not one for mass genocides of insect species.
I am.
But like, what purpose do cockroaches serve?
They don't.
Other than to
They could just survive an atomic bomb.
They can. They will be here long after we are. So,
that's fucked up, dude. That is fucked up. There should be no insect that can survive a bomb.
Why are we humans as war?
What?
Why are we as humans for centuries fighting the wars of our ancestors and dying in bloody battles one after another when we should be fighting against them?
Dude, they can literally take over the world. I'm so serious. They can start a revolution real fast.
Yeah, and they're gonna watch this video and then they're gonna be like, "That's it. It's time."
And like what? Once you have roaches and you see a baby, that's when you know you have a fucking infestation.
Why are they called palmetto bugs? Who's palmetto?
I don't know, but palmetto bugs, or like palmetto is like a big road and like an area in Miami.
Oh wait, is it spelled P-A-L? I thought it was like P-A-U-L-M-T-D-O-W. I thought you were saying like palmetto. Like, who's Palmetto and why does he have a bug named after him? Welcome back to the Daydream Arcade, everyone.
I want to fucking throw up. Palmetto. That's crazy.
This has been Controversial Opinions, everybody. If you guys want more controversial opinions, please let us know in the comments. Please follow the show on TikTok at the Daydream Arcade. We've been trying to get those numbers up on TikTok. It's been a lot of fun to just post some short form content on there. You can follow me at the Dairy Boy on all social media. And Brianna, guess where can they find you?
On any social media, you can find me at Certicate on literally everything. Woo!
If you haven't subscribed yet, consider hitting that subscribe button today so she can stop making that noise.